Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you for tuning in to another Morning Breakthrough with Coco, helping you undo so God can do. Let us be thankful for another day, not promised, but indeed graciously granted. Hope you are doing well this morning. Just want to uh, hope you're off to a good start this morning. So we are in a 31-day, I won't call it a challenge, but just kind of a uh, 31-day journey, so to speak, talking about 31 ways that you can be accelerated into purpose. And I've broken it down to into four segments where we're talking about spiritual growth, personal growth, professional growth, and then relational growth. And this week we're talking about spiritual growth because obviously we have to get the spirit right first so that everything else falls into place and get our mind right so that we are able to be accelerated into purpose. And as I say that, that's actually what we started off with talking about on, I think it was what, Tuesday, talking about how, what it actually means to be accelerated into purpose. And then we talked about, which is basically getting rid of all of that mental junk, uh, that getting rid of the labels that other people have put up on us, expectations, and getting in a place where we see self as God sees us. We talked yesterday about understanding purpose, and one of the things I shared was how we are all here to serve. That is our purpose. We're here to serve. Now, it looks different depending on who God burdens your heart for. And then the how comes in with your gifts and your talents. You serve people, um, you serve whatever group of people God has given you a burden for based on using the gifts and talents that He has blessed you with. But one of the things that I've noticed that I've gone through myself and what I believe many others go through on this journey of understanding our purpose, identifying our purpose, and walking in our purpose is we know it or we put ourselves in a place. So guess what? It takes one level of faith. And I talked about this the other day. It takes one level of faith to say, Lord, have your way with me. Lord, I surrender my will to you. Lord, my answer to you is yes. That takes one level of faith. Then when he actually gives us the instructions and gives us a vision and tells us to go run with this and this is what I want you to do, then it's like, okay, we got to get our mind right to accept what he's now telling us. So it's like it's from faith to faith because it took one level of faith for you to say yes. Then it's now going to take another level of faith for you to comprehend and accept what he's telling you to do. Because remember, one of the things I've shared is how when it was so hard for me to finally get to that point to say and have your will, because it was I've seen so many other people say yes, and to me what I thought was crazy, they're having to go off to do this or having to let something go, or and it was like, okay, Lord, if I when I say yes, what am I going to have to give up? And I know a lot of people probably think that, when we say yes to God, what are we giving up? Which is not a bad thing because we gain so much more when we give up certain things for God. Um, but again, from faith to faith, which is what we're talking about this morning, it takes one level of faith to say yes. It takes another level of faith to accept what God asks us to do. And then it takes another level of faith to actually start doing it and walking in it. And I think a lot of people who probably claim they don't know what their purpose is, but do, but they're at that stage. And I don't know why I think of double dutch. You know how you're getting ready to run in and you're waiting for the rope to get in the right space, and it's like you just keep waiting for the right moment. And that's how I think some of us look at purpose. We've said yes, we know what the purpose is, but then it's like, whew, okay, now I got to get my mind right again to actually start doing it. And so I think that's where some of us get caught up at. And I know there's the phrase, and then there's also, the Nike slogan, sometimes you have to just do it. But what can we consider to get ourselves, because this is going to be a process. We when you understand what your calling is, what your purpose is, and what you're called to do, understand that you will get different assignments. Because God wants you to grow. God wants you to reach more people. God wants to see you expand. So again, so that's where the level of faith comes in. It takes one level of faith. So it's like your faith, you would notice how your faith keeps increasing. And there's going to be moments when you think, man, I can't do this. But this is where it's important to remember the God of your yesterday. Remember how he got you through previous ventures or previous endeavors, and how he saw you through, and remember how you thought the same thing with something else, like, Lord, I can't do this, or Lord, why you want me to do this, or Lord, I don't know how this gonna work. But he got you through it, because we know that if he's called you to it, he already sees you as qualified. We just have to get it in our mindset. So when we get ready to move into our purpose, and I think here's the thing that kind of set a fire under me. And it was something, just a nugget that somebody put in my spirit, and that I heard someone speaking about, and you've probably heard it too. There's somebody waiting on you. There is somebody's growth being stunted because you're not yet in position. So it's like somebody had to get in position for you to get where you are, for you to learn what you learned. We wouldn't be where we are had it not been for other people who taught us or poured into us, or who we gleaned from, because they were in the right position. So guess what? It keeps going forward. They were in position so that we could learn. Now we have to take what we've learned and not hoard it, but now give it back. So now we have to get in position so we can keep passing, continue the cycle of growing. So one of the things that really, again, put a fire under me was thinking about the people that were waiting on me, because guess what? You're needed, you're important, you're appreciated, and I don't care how many people doing what you do, you have a set target audience. You have a certain garden, if you will, a certain a village or tribe that is waiting specifically for you, because only you can give them what they need to move to their next. So guess what? So consider that as you consider your purpose, or as God expands you into different things. Consider the people that are waiting to be blessed by you, the people that are waiting to learn from you, and know that, they're not so much worried about different things or qualifications and all of this. They want you. They want what you have, what God has already put inside of you. So that's what I wanted to talk about this morning, just from faith to faith. Yes, it takes one level of faith. As you continue to grow, as you continue to walk in your purpose, guess what? Your assignments are going to seem greater and greater and become greater and greater. And don't forget, the same God that was with you yesterday is the same God with you today, and the same God with you tomorrow. So allow him to continue to use you, because he is simply just, that's his way of increasing your territory. So, the more he gives you, and here's another thing, he gives you more as he trusts you more, because he knows that you can handle it, because he knows that you're equipped for it, because he knows you have the mental capacity for it. So that's another thing to consider too. If he's calling you to something greater, it's because he knows and he trusts you to handle it. But again, consider the people that are waiting for you. Consider how you're the solution to a problem. You're the answer to someone's prayer. You're someone's blessing that they probably don't even realize that they've been waiting on. So guess what? Show up. Just do it. Whatever. Say your affirmations to yourself, whatever it takes for you to get into that next step. But don't wait too long on the sideline waiting for the rope to get in the perfect position. Sometimes you just have to go. Sometimes you just have to jump in but again, under the will of God, under the instruction of God, and know that He will protect you, He will provide, and He will cover you through it all. All right. So thank you for tuning in to another Morning Breakthrough with Coco, helping you undo so God can do. I am the Purpose Accelerator, helping you. I'm sorry. I am the Purpose Accelerator, here to push, provoke, and catapult you into your next level of divine greatness. Thank you. Have an awesome, Thursday. Have an awesome Thursday. Be safe, stay safe, and remember to be a blessing to someone else. Love y'all. Thanks.